Dragon time. I will test your power. Pew pew. And there goes the dragon. You have admirable strength to have beaten me. Seems the future foreseen by the Grand Abbot is surely becoming a reality.
Thank you everyone for bearing with us while we dealt with that small technical hiccup, but looks like everything is now back on track for some absolutely
Woo!
wonderful Quest RPG.
Yay! We have returned! So, I went through Blue Cave, got a Mermaid Ore for Layla, went through Cold Hazard, now we're in Norman. Yay! I died once in Blue Cave because I was a dingus. But thankfully we have save anywhere, so it's not that big of a deal. Fresh bread. So now we have to fight Leonardo, because we actually have to fight him in this version. I am the genius magician Leonardo. I would match wits with you. So we just gotta stay over in the corner to evade this cutter attack. And Magnet Rock. Unfortunately, I didn't quite have enough MP to fire off the 4 Magnet Rocks I needed, so I had to do one little baby attack. But thankfully, Leo's pretty dumb, and if you stand right above him like that, he'll just fire a Water Pillar 1 that doesn't actually hit you. The Genius Magician, yeah. He's so genius that he fires an attack that can't possibly hit me. Truly, his genius is beyond comprehension. Quote unquote. Grab some green wings, because we'll have to come back here to fight the dragon a second time. Sorry, that was probably a spoiler. I have to speedrun. This game's been out for 20 years. Spoilers can totally be turned off this time. Oops, I'm going to use a... Oh, I have so many silver amulets eating up space in my inventory. I'm going to have to probably burn those off so I don't have to worry about them later. Oh, also the enemies in this area can really heck you. Sorry, I shouldn't be swearing on stream. But yeah, the sprites really kind of hurt. Dag nabbit. Alright, so this is a giant ant. I'm gonna use this fight to grind some HP and defense. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. I did save before. I was like trying to think, hey, I can get this silver amulet to get it out of my inventory. Because I have like 3 of them stuck in there, just wasting space. I did save right before I went into the forest, so... Or right as I went into the forest, so it's not a huge time loss. Rip. Thank you, save anywhere. Yeah, I totally forgot about, hey, that's probably not gonna work. I should have been a little bit more intelligent about that. Clearly, I'm not the genius magician either. Oops. Morning? So because these giant ants do physical attacks, they actually are helping me gain max HP. Morning, everyone. Hiya. So we're just going to be fighting giant ants. Yeah, ants are what this genius magician or this pack of little anties. Well, I mean, they are giant ants, Linalia, to be fair. They're not just regular ants, they are giant. Last silver amulet out of my inventory. Ta-da! So this game does have Final Fantasy II-like mechanics, and I don't mean 2 as in the one with Cecil, I mean the actual Final Fantasy II. In the sense that we gain stats by using them. So I gain max MP by casting magic. I gain HP by dealing or receiving physical hits. Gain defense by taking damage, and I gain agility by moving around in battle. So unfortunately, we don't have the ability to repeatedly punch ourselves to gain defense quickly, but allowing enemies to wail on us in a controlled environment is the next best thing. I'm going to take another safety save. I think that seems like a good idea. Just a heal potion, but a little light on healing items right now, so I think that's worth it. I really want to see one more giant ant fight. before we get to the boss. Because our defense is still kind of lacking. It's not having a lot of luck in actually summoning Giant Ant. Morning. Getting a lot of tree ants, which I guess that is technically kind of an ant. The boss is right coming up in just a couple screens, or just a few more steps in this screen. So I really do need another giant ant fight for defense before we get there, so... Or at least some way to get some more defense. And they're just going to be the fastest way to get the defense. There we go, okay, finally. Summon Giant Ant. Da, 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 da. Items. I don't know what you have against Bergen, but I'm your opponent now. So this is Zels. What? Brian, be careful, this is a tough guy. And unfortunately, if he uses this attack, all you can do is rip. That's why we save. There's going to be a lot of bosses like this, where just if they decide to use the wrong attack on the first turn before we can set up Spirit Armor, it's just for pepperoni, so... Hopefully it won't be too bad, but... There we go. That's the attack we want to see. Put up Spirit Armor. Alright, well, at least the Spirit Armor missed, but he went for the weak attack again. Oh my gosh. I mean, I missed Spirit Armor twice in a row. This looks like a 10% chance to happen each time. Nothing I could do about that. The game was nice to me, but it wasn't. That hurts. We'll put that in for hashtag marathon luck. No, that was annoying. Hopefully at least the bird will... No. Hopefully the bird will be less... Will not be like 30th try bird. Yep, another Quest game. Quest RPG, the Game Boy Color Enhanced remake. Hey, it worked. The Spirit Armor worked. Now we're going to cast Wind Cutter. Or Wind Bomb, not Wind Cutter. Boink. Oh my gosh, and the Spirit Armor lasts for 3 turns. The Spirit Armor usually will last for like 4 or 5 turns. But it lasts like the bare minimum number of turns, so... Every possible way that the game can heck me, the game is hacking me right now. I'm feeling like with all of the poor luck we're getting on this fight, we might be going over estimate. So you stand kind of in this spot and it makes Wind Bomb hit give you double hits. I just needed one more hit on Zels to win, and I got hexed by Spirit Armor. Okay, my Spirit Armor held up, so we're fine. And there we go. That's how that fight's supposed to go. It was clearly first try. It definitely didn't take like 5 times because the game was being a total butt. Clearly not. Sorry, I hope I'm not getting in trouble. I have definitely said the H word a few too many times on stream, and I apologize. I hope that's not getting me into too much. It's not gonna get me like, perma-banned or something. I'm just a little bit salty, and the H words have been slipping.
Normally, we do permanently ban you and your entire family for saying the H word, but I think, given the RNG given from the game, in this case, it is excusable.
All right. I'll try to find a good way to censor my H words in the future.
Thank you.
I said the H word quite a few times on stream. The H word that rhymes with deck. The really bad H word. I was about to say duck, but that would be some extremely foul language. So we have to go get the water jewel now. We already went through Blue Cave earlier while the stream was ducking out. But hey, you still have some time to get those Ria puns in for donations. Support the Trevor Project. Speaking of which, we're just going to be climbing up and maybe doing a little bit of defense grind, so if any donations did come in while the stream was being a posterior region, now would be a good time.
We did not get any donations in, so do get those in, people. In particular, there is a donation incentive coming up pretty soon that would be perhaps enticing, maybe, to donate for. We are deciding Mononon's fate in King's Quest V. We are going to either bag him, spare him, or let the RNG decide. Bag him is currently in the lead, but it is a slim, slim lead, people. So if you want to change the fate of Mononon, or just be a meme and mess with the people currently winning, this is more than within your reach. It's only a $5 lead right now. So it's I would really encourage people to get that stuff in for the King's Quest V run. And as Ria mentioned, we are raising money for the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is the leading national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth. You can check them out at their website, trevorproject.org, to figure out to learn more about their services, find about their impact, or donate. You can also use the bang donate command in the chat, and you will get a link to donate to the marathon. It's for a really, really good cause. So please do send that stuff in if you have the means and desire to do so.
Trying to take some damage here. We want to, do need some more defense before we get to the next few bosses. And remember, if you wanna come up with some good Rhea puns for me to enjoy, should all donate to make that happen. Donate with your best Rhea puns.
Yeah, that is another very important incentive, is that if you want to make us all laugh, cry, suffer, whatever emotions people tend to feel as a result of puns, for me it's always quite a mixed bag, please do send in those. I would love to see some.
I'll only be hearing them, I won't actually get to see them. I might survive this. Alright, I'm gonna go for a honey bread and hope that he goes for the weak attack.
And just like that, we have a $5 donation from Borman, thank you very much, who adds no comment, but does donate to let the RNG decide Mononon's fate, thus tying up the bid war perfectly. It is a tie between bagging him and letting the RNG decide. A perfect tie down to the cent for that.
All right, the Nefty hardlock was avoided. So to the best of my understanding, what can happen is that after Nefty, there's a couple frames, or there's like a frame or two where you can interact and try to talk with the Nefty model while before the the kind of disintegration animation starts, and the game will hardlock on you if you try to interact with the sprite during that 1 or 2 frames. So just don't mash during that right as that fight's ending. Like after you get the spirit, just make sure you're not mashing until the sprite has started to disintegrate, in which case it's okay. Congratulations. Have we played a great game and proved the justice of our culture? Is it time to go and rest our heroes? So it may not look like much, but every bit of HP really, really does help. Brian is starting to realize his potential. What did you say? Brian, please take this ill-mannered man with you. so we got the water jewel back. Yay, we did it. Spin to win! Right, I really want to thank you. And now we're ready to head to East Limeland, where we're gonna get H-Star CK'd by Bird RNG most likely. It's true, birds are jerks. Darn those pigeons. Birds, yep. Birds are jerks. It is a known fact. In your marathon? I thought it was a group effort. Alright, so moving right along. Coming up to Limeland here in just a moment. Oh yeah, Peter the Phoenix. Not a jerk. Except when he misses all the time, then he's kind of a jerk. And in the one chapter where AI controls him, he's also kind of a jerk. You have to constantly get him to actually participate in the fight. Oh, they are giant shields in this version. Those are enemy birds. So once you get 49 wind, there's actually no enemy that for which there's a difference between 49 and 50 for damage purposes, like saving a turn. But getting some more Earth Spirits is kind of important. You might think water is important for healing, but unlike in Quest 64, where your max HP and number of water spirits both determine how powerful healing is, in this game it's just your max HP, so increasing my max HP does make my heals stronger, so that's a kind of a nice secondary effect, along with making it harder for me to croak, fight the big one. So a couple of good reasons. to get my HPs up. Now we're gonna have the lottery at the bird. The pigeon. Yes. No. So we're going to enter for the Warrior's Keep, which is allegedly a 1 in 7 chance to win, so we're going to have to save scum it quite a bit. Most likely, unless the game decides to be exceedingly nice, which given how it's been, how the runs have been today, I'm expecting absolutely none of the above. But, you know, things could turn around. It is possible, although exceedingly unlikely. Moving right along, though, we're going to go ahead and grab another spirit. Yay, we did it. Got the spirit. And I will safety save preemptively as soon as we get this next spirit. Just because we don't want to run out of steps and then have to go way back to before Neptune. That would be most terrible. It's usually if my movement is very good and I don't like unnecessarily move around the wrong way. The spawn will be right after I get to the house coming up that has a couple spirits in it. But I'm not gonna count on that. So I take a save here. Hello. Oh, I died. Well, good thing I saved right there. Good thing I saved right there. I actually got double hit by the water pillar. Right there is what happened. So any step, yeah, I was gonna say any second now the bird will show up and say, sorry, you didn't win. Good morning. And now we'll just have to reset over and over again until the bird decides to instead say, congratulations, you won a luxurious prize. Here you go. So as I said, allegedly the chances are 1 in 7 according to the game code, but in practice, the bird hexes you 9 times out of 10. 99 times out of 100. At some point, it would be nice to figure out if there is some... I'm going to actually say it out here, so we have more steps to work with than I thought we would. If we knew of some way to do a manipulation for this, that would be amazing, and it would really help push the times down in this game a little bit more, but... let's try doing a little bit different walking every time, and hope to gosh that the run decides to cooperate. I hit the reset button, but I didn't take. Yay! It's Ria. I'm getting hecked by bird RNG right now. Eventually, it should work. But given how the game has treated me today, I'm not expecting anything. And there's nothing I can do about this other than try slightly different movement every time and hope that the game decides to be merciful. Any timer, right? I know we're over 10 times by now. Just wish it wasn't such a long reset sequence. Oh my gosh! I won, but I was so I was so anxious to just we lost again that I did just call it a reset sequence. I very dare. I very, very, very dare to. I make all the Ria puns. Yeah, but what's supposed to happen is it'll say, oh, you won a luxurious prize, but... this run is... Wow, everything has gone wrong. I died to my finger slipping. I died in like every conceivable way else. I even reset a win on the burr because I was so... I just thought I saw sorry, and it's like, oh crap, ah... There we go. Don't you mean Ria focus? Oh, you can't shatter me like glass. Game has already done that to me. I'm gonna grab an extra dewdrop, because... that seems like a good idea. Yeah, the dewdrop, the drop of dew, it contains my, it contains my tears. Also, we're going to be walking through this dungeon on the way to 2 boss fights. So if there are donations that need to come in, now's a good time to read some of them. Or do any other host plugs.
Absolutely. No donations have come in yet, but this is as good a time as any to remind everybody that we are raising money for the Trevor Project. Trevor Project is the world's largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for LGBTQ young people. The organization works to save young lives by providing them support through free and confidential suicide prevention and crisis intervention programs on platforms where young people spend their time. If you want to donate, if you're interested, if you want to support the cause, you can use the Bang Donate in chat. We also have some wonderful incentives that you can donate for using Bang incentives to see where they're all at. Currently, we have a tied bid war for the fate of Mononon in King's Quest V. It is currently tied between bagging him and letting the RNG decide. So not only, if you donate, do you get to put money towards one of these really cool incentives to influence what our runners are going to do, not only are you supporting an incredible charity, not only do you get the chance to make chat groan with amazing or perhaps terrible RIA-based puns, but also, and this is arguably the most important thing, the number in the bottom right will get bigger. So, you know, think about it. It's important.
Alright, we're gonna have a boss coming up here, just a few steps. So LeVar is going to challenge us now. Boink. 900 health. He's like, oh, you've gone strong, Brian. That's all for now. I will wait you at Baragoon. So LeVar is usually not too bad, but the next boss, Fargo, which is surprisingly not just the city in North Dakota, can definitely provide some heat in the form of hecking me right in the heckers. We move along. There's one spirit to pick up before we get to Fargo. Go ahead and restore our HVMP. Save our game. Fargo's like, ha ha ha, I will take the orbs and become king of Seltland. Hey, it gave us the good attack, which this is the weaker attack. I will spirit armor it up. No, we won't. We'll apparently miss. And then we'll die. Because of course you will. Why would I expect literally anything else from this game? This is the sound of Rhea getting hacked yet again. Yay! Okay, spirit armor finally worked. And there we go. This time we won. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I cannot believe it myself. moving right along. Alright, and there's one more safety dew drop. I normally wouldn't pick this up, but given how this run has been treating me, I feel like it might be in my better interest to do so. I'm very sorry this run has not been up to my standards, and I apologize to the audience and the organizers for my poor performance today, and I will try to do better for the last bit of the run.
Hey, no worries. Mistakes happen, and bad RNG definitely happens. Would now be a good spot for some donations?
Now would be an amazing spot for... let me just say that we're going through Ninden Drives, picking up a few spirits, then we'll get to Boil Hole. I'll have a little bit to talk about when we get to Boil Hole, but yeah, now's a good time to chime in some donations.
Great. So we have $20 from Lady Linalia. Thank you very much, Lady Linalia, who says, "Bag the cat! Bag the cat! Bag the cat!" And for those for those with the wherewithal to perhaps put two and two together, that $20 was going to the bag him option for deciding Monodon's fate in King's Quest V, putting bag in a pretty comfortable but not insurmountable lead at $65, with Let the RNG Decide trailing its second at only $45. So if things go in the way they are, we are going to be bagging Mononon in King's Quest V. We also have a donation from Kinda Nerdy Housewife who donates $5. Thank you very much, Kinda Nerdy Housewife. We really appreciate it. Says, "Hi y'all, I'm just re-emitting some of my RIA sources to the Trevor Project as RIA requested. I saw the stream went down earlier. I'm glad the RIA streamer realized that rebooting the RIA stream would resolve the situation." Okay, I think that's enough RIA puns for now. Good luck with the rest of the run. Thank you so much, Kinda Nerdy Housewife. That was an absolute joy to read. Or read.
You can't see my face right now, but I'm absolutely beaming. Yay! Yay! Get those boos out of this chat. No, yay! We need applause at this chat right now. That was genius. That was fan-flippin-tastic. That was like an IQ 165 kind of play right there.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. We may have to reprimand anybody who is trying to boo.
We demand applause for that.
Yeah, that was some amazing pun smithing. Really fantastic. I regret everything.
I regret nothing. Abso-flan-flippin-tastically nothing. Alright, so we're getting to Boil Hole. Rhea has an I in it, not an A. What? I was about to say, are you spelling my name with an E? But there's an I in it. Huh, gonna have to fix that one when I get back. So a couple spirits to pick up here. Looking for a Ghost Stalker fight. Also, the Ghost Stalkers can do like 42 damage to me, so I should probably keep my HPs topped off. Oh no. I am not... Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't like OBS crashed for me.
We do appreciate your patience, everyone, while we sort out this issue. A big thanks to our tech team for all the wonderful work that they do. And before I even finish speaking, it looks like we are back in one piece.
Alright, so there's the Ghost Stalkers. They hit pretty hard, so that's actually good. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Just do my due diligence as well to ensure it's not something like my OBS decides to crash. Because it has been known to do that, and I had that happen during a run once, and nobody said anything. And I was pretty salty about that. Because not only because OBS crashed and I had no idea, but also that nobody bothered to say anything. Everybody stream went down and they'd all just up and left and nobody said anything. And ever since then I've been super paranoid about any time that there's an issue on my end. They're just like, nobody's ever gonna tell me. I would say that we have Ria engaged the video feed. It was incredibly infuriating, for sure. Alright, I'm gonna take this as one last opportunity to gain a little bit of HP defense. Can pretty much parse out what damage ranges are going to look like just based on seeing a few of the hits. So if I see like 18, 19, 20, 21, I know it's probably won't going to do more than 22 damage. So we're going to be getting an item, the Warrior's Cape, in a little bit. That's going to give us a pretty substantial boost to our defensive stats. It's what I call an enhanced demake. It follows the game reasonably well, but definitely there are mechanics that have shifted around to accommodate the change of platform. So that's what I call an enhanced demake 37. That's pretty good. I would not say it's particularly difficult of a game. Yeah, it does get harder when I'm running from most of the fights. Although I am getting a fair bit of extra defense. which will help me quite a bit. And really I need that extra defense for Mammon, and Bogus to a lesser extent. I don't want to burn another item if I can help it, so I want to take it safely safe, just in case I get hecked with more bad encounters. This is really the last time to get any defense, which is why I want to do that. Wanted to do that grind with the. I will give you black wings. Use wings and use the white wings. Doing the defense and HP grind with the White Rose Knight and with the Ghost Stalker, taking those hits, giving me some extra defense to play around with, and maybe another point or so of HP. We get the Warrior's Cape. As it says, our defense is going to be enhanced. And we're going to use wings. Use the black wings, go back to Beargoon. We do need to pick up another black wings. Morning, Natara. Run around, run around. Hopefully. The run has definitely hacked me. Unfortunately. I have been getting hacked by the game pretty substantially. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick save of the safety variety. Alright, so we're gonna fight LeVar now. I would say it's a decent pickup if you can find it for not too much. Like, I wouldn't pay more than, you know, $12 to $15 for it, but you can find it for that price. I think it's worth a playthrough. All right, I am going to try to. I want to go into LeVar 3 at full health, or like within like 5 health of full. All right, this will work. So we beat LeVar, and he's like, "Oh, you become strong," but now we fight for real. And this time he's got some other nasty attacks, and his defense is now significantly higher. He does a lot of attacks that have a lot of low damage hits, so Spirit Armor is not worth it. He's got 1400 health this time, so it's actually 4 cast. I shouldn't take more than 41 from anything he can throw at me. Don't think this will do more than 30. Alright. Goodbye. So now he tells us about how he stole the book to experiment with extra magic, but it didn't go so well, and LeVar has now been silenced by Donaldo and Bogus. So they're going to use their cannons to fire on the monastery. But, oh my gosh, what's this? The monastery is floating. What? The monastery is floating? Why is it's no use? No, this is sufficient. So Shannon seems to be behind stuff as well. And now, oh no, Leonardo and Bart have come to rescue Brian. The monastery is... It's a... Oh my gosh, it's a cat. They're just... Yes, I was a fool, but I won't forgive you for this. Take this! And Leonardo just one-shots Donaldo. You impertinent upstart! Can we all get some Fs? Fs in chat for Bart. Bart has sacrificed himself to save us. He has sacrificed himself to save us. So we thankfully we do still have ways to if you've given up trying to save the world, there's still ways, but we need the mirror in the possession of Shilp to hold a right of lights on the Isle of Sky. So this part of the game's been totally added in. It doesn't exist in the 64 version. So Shilp is apparently in the ruins of the desert. Items and a... Just need to see how many... Okay, I still have 4. We need Black Wings. Just need to check on my HP and MP restoratives. It's not a DLC, it's an actual cart. It is an actual cart that was re-released in 2000. It does exist. And it is an enhanced demake, so they added extra stuff to the game that doesn't exist in 64. And as you can see, the Red Rose Knights are only doing 1 damage thanks to the power of the cape of extra defense. It's a really good item. So there's one more spirit here in Boilhole that I didn't pick up earlier, because it's actually kind of out of the way to get. And it turns out to be faster to get it on the Rhea turn. You have to go, like, past the exit, and we can just use the exit spell to get back to the start. You gotta go this way. Even the Mighty Ghost Stalker's cutter that was doing 40 damage now does a mere 8 damage to me. Exit. So we just go back here. Yeah, they're all so weak now. The Mighty have fallen, where they were once doing 40 damage to me. Now they can't even do 10 to me anymore. Now we are out of Boilhole. Heading back through the desert. It's a werecat. Whee! There's Walt's outpost. There is Walt's outpost. It's something that exists in 64 as well. Can I pet the... I mean, it uses some pretty nasty fire attacks, so perhaps that would be inadvisable at this time, Linalia. I'm not gonna stop you, but I am gonna warn you. Joink. But you can head pat the Rhea for free. That won't end badly for anybody. And now we're in Shamwood. Got some spirits to pick up here. And once we have 50 earth, just smash everything into fire because we don't use water spells for damage. And as I think I mentioned earlier, water doesn't actually help strengthen our heals in this version. So we just put mash into fire because that's the default and it's the fastest. La 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 la. La la la. La la. So this is Shilf. I'm gonna Magnet Rock 4 times. More like, not speed run, more like speed bump. Boink. Boink. And there's the fight. She has 1400 health. So we have to pick up those two. We have to go back into this room. Oops, I just said mash into fire. So we got the mirror from Shelf, but it's broken. And so they said that Clay in the town of Dondrin might be able to repair the broken mirror. La 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 la. Wings, yellow wings fly to Dondrin. Gonna take one quick stop at the inn. Rhea, quick. Alright, get some yellow wings. Now we're gonna head to the far house here. And Clay is gonna be like, hey, you got this mirror, but I can't repair it because you need a dragon scale. But where are we gonna find a dragon? Well, it turns out that we do know where there's a dragon. Perhaps the one in Cole Hazard will do. Wings, so that's why we kept those green wings. So we can just warp through here. The enemies still outspeed us because we've really been neglecting our HP and our agility training. So the dragon's like, hey, I will not lend you a hand unless you have true power. Even if the world will be destroyed, I'm not going to help you until you prove your power. So I'd love for him to just do his fire breath attack, because that's pretty fast. This is the slow attack that we don't want to see. It kind of hurts. It doesn't, well, it actually doesn't hurt that much. It's a big honkin' dragon. Boink. The future foreseen by Grand Abbot is surely becoming imminent. Whoops, wings. So now it's time, once we go into Clay's house, that is the point of no return. We cannot come back to any earlier portion of the game once we go in here. It's going to send us to Brannock Castle, and then onward to the final dungeon. So now we're going to perform the Rite of Light. Layla, Leo, and Colleen will perform the ritual to ascend. Brian, Flora, and Kiliak to the Brannock Castle. And now we have Guilty, who, unlike in 64, is actually not that much of a threat. Although that attack does still kind of hurt. And bomb. Bye-bye. There we go. That's Guilty. There was one class of speedrunner that Guilty doesn't mind, and that is the Quest RPG runner. He is completely kind of just hex everybody who runs Quest 64. But in Quest RPG, he's a total pushover. Items. Take a safety save, heal up my MP. And now we have King Bupkis, also known as King Bogus, also known as King Bull. Well, you know. Y'all know the rest. Put up a spirit armor. That's 600 damage. Heal for good measure. $1,000 damage. 1,400 damage. And 1,800. And he's gone. Alright, so we're gonna lose a little bit of time. We're gonna be a little bit behind estimate because the bird and a couple of unfortunate deaths and other fights. But hopefully we will not be more than, 3 or 4 minutes behind estimate. About 7 to 8 minutes, depending on how bad. Maybe a little bit more than that if Mamma decides to be a total posterior region, but hopefully not much more than that. Is this space? I don't know what this is. It's just it's whatever the HFIL it wants to be at this point, I think. The judgments have 0 agility. They can't move nor can they nor do they ever get to attack save. So you'll always outspeed them. Surprisingly, it's not actually the pinheads that you have to worry about, although they can do some damage. They won't do much. It's actually the Spriggans, because their Ice Knife does hurt quite a bit. Ponies also don't do much damage. The Ice Knife will do about 20 odd damage. But I thought Cloud was faster than Orb. Yay! As long as I keep my HP over 25, I should be plenty safe. So I'm not going to worry about healing when my HP is under 25. Because I don't want to waste time casting heal. Even though it's technically casting heal more, not heal. Don't worry, we didn't get sent back. This is actually faithful to Quest 64. There are 2 checkerboard rooms in 64. Although the tiles are slightly different colors in the 64. But we are progressing onward. Magic doors? I am intentionally taking damage to try to get that little bit of extra. If I can get like 1 more point of defense, that'd be amazing. Every bit helps, but I'll take 1 more heal, and as long as we don't see like multiple Spriggans, that should be enough to get me through the rest of the game. There'll be 1 last heal point coming up. Yeah, these are the Spriggans. Oh, their cutter didn't even damage me. Their Ice Knife would do some damage, though. Right along. Dark Mill Road. So we've got 3 rooms left in the game. And then the final boss. This room. Room that's just cutscenes, and then Mammoth's room. So Shannon's like, I am just a puppet to serve Mammon. I have led you here so that you will become strong enough to use the orbs and be able to break the seal. Here's the Dark Gale key, or I guess the jail key. Spirit of Stone's like, hey, I have 1 last chance to heal you. But now Brian's on his own. So now we just gotta go through this room. We'll take one last heal before we get to the final boss. Just in case anything does go wrong, I'll take a heal. I'll take a quick save right before here. We have a little ways left to go before we get to the boss. He's up this path. But just in case I overshoot the point of no return, return. Alright, so now it's time to bless RNG. Those blessed RNGs. Hopefully Mammon will not give me a bad attack, or I have enough defense to survive the bad attack, I'm not sure. Alright, got the Hyper Laser, which I was able to evade. What we want to see, put up Spirit Armor, 6 cast. $2,500 health, so 6 casts of Woundcutter. Three. Four. Five. Okay. And... oh, I miscounted. I guess one more hit. Alright, this will be it, though. Time. One try Mammon.
GG. Final time, 2 hours, 1 minute, and 41 seconds.
That was horrendous.
It was entertaining.
Ugh, that was awful. Awful, awful, awful. Much apologies, that was definitely not up to my standards. I just want to ask for everybody in chat and everybody watching at home, I want to ask for your forgiveness. That was not good enough to meet my standards, and I gotta step up my game for future events. Thanks for having me. Sorry that the run didn't cooperate as it should have, but hopefully I'll get a chance at redemption at some point in the future.
Well, I think that run was certainly more than good enough for me, and you certainly have my forgiveness. Thank you so much for coming on and running that.
Alright, well, I best not keep y'all waiting any longer. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll try to do better next time, but dang, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Try to do better next time. Peace out, much love, hearts, etc.